Isn't it just exhausting? At this point, it's truly just mentally exhausting. When you think we're going 10 steps forward, and I'm like, yes, we got this, boom, we move 30 steps back. You would think at this point, grown adults would be able to differentiate between a criminal situation, a criminal case, and oppression. You would think that is common sense. As people, you're not and will never be expected to know everything. I would always say it with my futures. I don't know a lot of things, but guess what? I love to educate myself. I like to be aware of what's going on in the world. I don't like to just be numb. I need to know what's going on. And that is why we have things like Google, and now God bless us with AI. It is a tool you should use to educate yourself or re-educate yourself, or at least before your tiny little fingers click and say oppression, VDM is oppressing. Understand the meaning of oppression. Why are we so numb? And I swear to God, if I sit and I actually analyze this situation, the one person I blame right now is you, VDM. It is you, Bim. Because tell me why you made people feel like they can get away with any atrocity and get away with murder just to prove a point. You tell people that they can insult you. Okay, that one is internet banter. Insult is insults. But there are still levels to it. There's grades to this. But when people push the limits and push the boundaries, you tell them, oh, stay chill, stay relaxed, we ain't going to sue you. We going to sue you. I keep saying it. Expect the worst from someone like me. Do not expect the best. The only thing you should know with your full chest is I will never sell my soul to the oppressors. Never. That one. But you see, when people come and try to feel like they can get away, if this happened to me and my face was all over, this place goes scatter. We already know the justice system takes time and money, and guess what? I'm the most patient person when it comes to serving it back to you. I would never tell people to get comfortable with insulting me, calling me out my character, and still defrauding me, using my name to make money. Me? I can never tell you that story. It's not possible. I ain't that fucking humble, and I am not that diplomatic. I get weary inside me, so no, it will never work. I understand why Nigerians are coming and, oh my God, the poor man is oppressing billionaires. Really? The only thing that is paining majority of you right now is that you realize that, I can't just get away with anything anymore when it comes to VDM. This is why you guys are pained. And to be honest, I don't know why you, VDM, you ever created that narrative, because who are we? Are we Jesus Christ that will just take it? No, we are not, though. That is the direct Son of God. People just felt like they could get away with murder. It's not going to happen like that. It ain't going down like that. A system that is built to allow you individuals get away with everything, every ill behavior, is a failed system. A system where there are no consequences is a failed system. Because imagine if every single one of us decided to just be bold and get on the streets and do things that are illegal without consequences. Just imagine the chaos it would create. One thing is internet banter. We can discuss it if we see that, okay, there's still saving grace, that we could discuss it or we could block you. But hey, God, you mean to tell me you guys are sitting down right now, grown adults are calling VDM an oppressor because he is standing for his rights? Put yourselves in that situation and see how you would react if somebody took your face, made money off it. You've already come, and first of all, jeopardizes your integrity, because you have already come out to say, listen, I do not do adverts. I do not promote adverts. What I do is what I do. And then somebody lies on you and convinces the public, even with a fake airline ticket, that, no, I paid him 500 million naira and he's on my side, That disregards everything he stands for. But you say he shouldn't take action on it. And the part that really, really messes with me, I am not a lawyer. I don't know much about it. But one thing I know is that the courts can apprehend you for reasons they see fit. If you take a case to court and maybe you've been moving funny, which according to what we know, like living what is his name Sir Linus has been moving funny. The court has the right to apprehend you and keep you in jail. Now remember, this is the beginning of this saga, right? They haven't even reached a verdict yet. It is possible that he might only have to pay a big, good, hefty fine at the end of this whole thing. But if the court deems that it has passed a normal, just a civil case, and it's now a criminal case, now they have the right and authority to arrest you at will. Now, since we're so confused on the word oppression, let's read this. Oppression is the unjust, cruel, or excessive exercise of power or authority resulting in the systemic subordination, dehumanization, or restriction of specific groups or individuals. Now, hearing that, you're telling me you, with a grown mindset, does not know the difference between what's happening right now and actual oppression? Now, oppression is what happened to Livinus. I think that's his name, right? Livinus, with the First Lady of Bayelsa. That is the pure demonstration of oppression. A First Lady made a promise to a person, and when Livinus called her out on it, not even disrespectfully, what does she do? Instead of her to say, oh, hold on, I forgot, or something happened, what does she do? She arrests him. That is illegal and unjust. But of course, we have a system that even if she did not ask to arrest Livinus, guess what? Somebody in her team, somebody in the police, somebody will be trying to impress her to get favors and would have done the arrest themselves. You know how that's how Nigeria works. I just heard a story recently that a lady in power was walking through her neighborhood, and because a lady did not greet her the way she thought she should be greeted, arrested her. And guess what? The police didn't question it. It is their space and their right to question the reasons why you are arresting an individual. But see, once I throw money at you, it solves every problem, right? That is oppression. Now, let's come back to Sowore, because I don't understand. You see, it really, really pains me when people change and switch up. Because in the case of Livinus, right, from the research I did, maybe you did or you didn't speak about it, but from what I know, you never put your hand in that situation. That was a clear moment where you should have stepped in for the oppressed, but you said nothing, from what I know, allegedly. And now you're putting yourself in a situation that has nothing to do with you just because you despise one person. You're telling me, with you trying to be a candidate of Nigeria's presidency, you don't have any other thing to do but to speak on this matter? You mean to tell me there are not people actually being oppressed in jail that you could free up with your power? It is on this rock you want to die. Huh? That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that you cannot tell the difference between a criminal offense and oppression? Why are you freeing him, for example? Like, make me understand. First of all, is you will free him, and now it's beggy. Explain it to Nigerians, because we need to understand who they could potentially vote for in the future. Because you allegedly don't like one man. You want to take down a whole justice system, and you tell them that they are not doing their work right because it did not suit your narrative. So you're telling me that any hula baloo right now can take your face, Mr. Sowore, and post it all over and make money off your face and bring fake things behind it, and you're okay with that? That's what you're telling me. Okay, that's strange. I don't know what the agenda is. I will never understand it. But I'm sorry, if you're planning to be the president of our country, please, you have more important things to focus on. You have way more important things to focus on. It's not going to be stories like this. I'm sorry. Because on this one, by law, you are very wrong. And again, to be Lord, it's still an ego thing. Look, he says nobody should beg VDM, blah, 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 blah. Nobody even got time for that. This is the sad part about Nigeria and the way life works. Life moves. We've passed this one. I even forgot that you were still in Kuje prison. That's how life works. We are focusing on the likes of Blessing CEO, and we're admiring the big crowd from Peter Obi. That's how life works. Instead of you, for once, to put your ego aside, you are a businessman. What are you actually teaching fellow businessmen that look up to you? You teach them that it is okay to clout chase. That's what you're teaching the youth. Instead of you to grow your brand the way you have for years, you come and make this unnecessary, uncomfortable banter with VDM. Like, why? And you still haven't learned your lesson. You still don't know how to stand up. But you're going to learn, though. You're going to learn the soft and hard way.